This is a story called The Little Monsters of Christmas, Chapter 30. The kids arranged their own Christmas concert to raise money for the Children's Hospital and the families living in poverty at Christmas. It's nearly Christmas and the kids are trying to think of something really special to help other people who are less fortunate than themselves, but they can't think of anything. Then Stampy has an idea. I know, guys, we could arrange our own Christmas concert and tell people that we're raising money for the Children's Hospital and for families living in poverty at Christmas. Yeah, that's an amazing idea, Stumpy, said Bumpy. They all went back to Kicker's house where their parents were and told them about their idea. They told them that they would support them and help them organise things, but the kids said that they wanted to do it themselves. They went round to their local family club and asked if they could have their concert there. As soon as the kids explained what the concert was in aid of, the staff agreed to let them have it there. They had 4 days to prepare for the concert and to rehearse. They got tickets printed off and sold them for £10 each. The tickets sold like hotcakes and the kids couldn't believe it. Leading up to the concert, they rehearsed as much as they possibly could. They even went busking and gave all of the money they earned to their Children's Charities Fund. Already through ticket sales and busking, they'd raised over £3,000. And they had loads more tickets to sell. The staff at the club asked the kids if they wanted their band to play the music for them and provide them with microphones, but they said no because they had their own equipment. There was 3 days until the first night of the concert, and the kids had loads more tickets to sell. They asked their parents if they'd take some to work and sell them, and they agreed. The kids went out busking again, selling tickets to their concert. By the time they'd finished, they'd already raised almost £5,000. On the first night of the concert, the club was absolutely jam-packed and the kids couldn't believe it. That first night, the kids managed to raise a further £3,000 in donations and on-the-door ticket sales. They sang beautifully and earned themselves a standing ovation. That first night the concert started at 7 p.m. and finished at 10 p.m. and by the end of it the kids were absolutely shattered. They all went back to Kicker's house for a sleepover again. They were so tired that they all went straight to bed and fell asleep as soon as their heads hit the pillows. The second night of their concert was in 2 days' time, so the kids spent their time busking, rehearsing and selling tickets. Some people even donated food hampers so that families wouldn't go hungry at Christmas. They also donated brand new toys for the kids whose parents couldn't afford to buy them any. On the second night of the concert, the manager of the club approached them. She asked them if they wanted to do another 3 concerts because the turns they'd booked for those nights had cancelled. Of course the kids agreed because they knew it meant that they would raise more money. That night the kids did 2 slots, both for an hour and a half. The third night of their concert was the next night, so they spent the day selling more tickets. That night at their concert they did 3 1-hour slots. During breaks they went round the whole club with collection boxes and selling tickets for their next concert. By the end of the night every collection box was full and all of the tickets for their next concert were sold. The next concert was in 2 days, so they printed off more tickets and went out selling them and busking. They put collection boxes out for people to donate. People even came back with clothes, food and toy donations. some of which were brand new and some were second hand. The second hand stuff was spotlessly clean, in perfect condition and like new. The kids couldn't believe just how kind people were being. On the third night of their concert again they did 3 1-hour slots. They sold more tickets on the door before they started. During their 15-minute intervals they went round with their collection boxes and selling tickets for their next concert. They also went round selling raffle tickets which were to be drawn at the end of each concert. Several prizes had already been won from the previous 2 concerts. The next three concerts were spread over the next 3 nights. Again during the day they went out busking and selling tickets, and they rehearsed as much as possible. They were all shattered, but they kept going because they wanted to raise as much money as they possibly could. On the night of the next concert they only did 2 hours, and they had a 15-minute break. During the break the staff told them to sit down and relax for a bit, and they went round with the collection buckets and selling the tickets for the next concert. Leading up to the last 2 concerts they still went busking, and 3 people went up to them and gave them a cheque for £3,000. They were also given a £100 gift voucher each from each of those people. They couldn't believe their kindness. On the last night of their concert, someone approached them and gave them another shopping voucher each, again for £100, and valid in any shop, including their favourite church shop. At the end of the night, the club manager, Louise, went up to them and gave them a cheque for £10,000. It was the money they'd collected and half of their takings for the last 2 weeks. The next day, with the help of their parents, the kids counted all the money they'd raised. Altogether, they'd raised well over £50,000. They donated it to people living in poverty in the children's hospital like they planned to do. They even went door to door giving out the clothes, toys and food donations. The families couldn't believe the kindness of the kids. Their kindness didn't go unnoticed because they were on the news and in the newspapers. As soon as people found out about what they'd been doing, more donations came flooding in. Altogether, the kids had managed to raise £300,000. End of chapter 30. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like it. Bye. Love you.